The major news headline for today. On our local news this morning, Buhari government orders congratulate Tinubu at 70. Terrorist attack on Kaduna communities unacceptable, Senator Kumba Sani. On our political news this morning, 2023, Presidency Sarake woos Isako and on consensus to meet Atiku. Still on our business news this morning, Edo attract $531.2 million oil palms investment in 9 months, says government. On our sports news, partner Osime with Igalo fans urge Egua. On our health story this morning, NGO urge FG to set up Down syndrome diagnostic center in Nigeria. On our foreign news this morning, New Texas fire burned more than 33,000 acres of land. And finally, on our entertainment news this morning, sex for gig allegations, singer Ruga, DJ Dimple Nepo clash over the Prince. Here are the news in detail. On our local news this morning, Buhari government order congratulates Tinubu at 70. The President, Major General Buhari, retired the President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, Deputy Speaker, Ahmed Wase, and some state governments, among others, on Monday congratulated a national leader of All Progressive Congress, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, who clocked 70 on Tuesday, which is today. Buhari's birthday message was contained in a statement by a special advisor on media and publicity, Femi Adesina, titled President Buhari hail Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu at 70. The president affirmed the contribution of the parties towards the political, economic, and social development of the country, setting a standard in leadership, governance, and philanthropy. He saluted Tinubu's courage, resilience, selflessness, and nobility in always placing the welfare and unity of the nation above itself. This action, he noted, are back with a vision of greater Nigeria through investment in people, institutions, and government without minding tribes or creed. The president said he joined families, members, friends, business, and political associates in celebrating the Spartagonian who has diligently and progressively risen on the nation's political ladder since 1992, fighting for democratic rule against many odds, angling for people-focused development, and supporting visionary and purposeful leadership. Lawan described Tinubu, a presidential aspirant, as an astute administrator who laid a solid foundation for the modernization of Lagos State and a visionary political leader with a track record of building more an organization. The Senate President said this is in a statement issued on Monday by his special advisor on media, Ola Awoniyi, titled "You are a leader of leaders." Senate President hailed Asiwaju Tinubu at 70. Lawan said Asiwaju Tinubu had lived a life of service, imparting many in several decades of active political participation and public service. He has made him a political pathfinder, leaders of leaders, and a legend in his own lifetime. Today, he is now not just a political or a principal actor in Nigerian politics, but also one of the main EU. I wish the Jagaban Bokul a happy birthday and many more years of impactful service in our beloved fatherland, Nigeria, and its great people. Also, Gbajabiamila paid glowing tribute to Tinubu, saying the Jagaban of Bokul Kingdom has demonstrated an uncommon, unyielding commitment to a progressive and prosperous Nigeria. The speaker, in a statement by his special advisor on media and publicity, Larry Lasisi, titled Gbajabiamila pays tribute to Tinubu at 70, noted with delight the ex-governor invaluable contribution to Nigerian democracy in the past decade, saying he has unmatched credentials. The speaker stated that with this, Tinubu's service to his fatherland are most needed at a time like this. Gbajabiamila recalled that as Tinubu used his acumen to run things around in Lagos State when he served as governor for 80 years. We say in a statement issued by the Chief Press Secretary Omar Puma said the lives of Asiwaju Tinubu has always been full of service to humanity and uplifting the lives of others. The Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, in a congratulatory message issued by his Chief Press Secretary Mr. Gboyega Akosile, and Tinubu inconsistent in his thoughts and action about the development of Lagos and Nigeria. He said Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, like a colossus, betrayed Nigerian socio-political space with focus and vision. He stood firmly on the side of the Nigerian people, even at the risk of losing his life and personal belonging during the dark day of the military Juma. Still on local news this morning, terrorist attack on Kaduna communities unacceptable, Senator Ubasani. Senator representing the Kaduna Central District, Ubasani, has decreed terrorist attack on 9 village in Giwa local government area of the state in the early hours of Friday. The attack, which happened, occurred across 9 village of Angwa, Sakiri, Yaya, Tasara, Sarik, Bari, Tisunina, and Dulai, among other communities who are invaded by these terrorists. While condemning the attack in the strongest term, Ubawu, also a governorship aspirant on the platform of All Progressive Congress, said it was disheartening that these enemies of the people were getting embodied by the day and are becoming more brazen. This blood-curdling vampire have no regard for human life. They have no place in the civilized society. The unrelenting attack called to question the strategy and tactics being adopted by our security forces. We expected that with the declaration of bandits as terrorists, they will be degraded in no time. This appeared not to be happening, he said. The lawmaker charged the security agencies to re-strategize and come up with a workable and effective solution to the menace of terrorists in Gawa local government, in particular Kaduna in general. He said the forest where these terrorists are holding away sway as not impregnable, a comprehensive operational plan executed with high sense of professionalism and responsibility with a rid Kaduna state forest of these murderous elements. What we need is total commitment to part of our security forces and a support and cooperation of the local community. On our political news this morning, 2023 presidency, Saraki, Woods, Isaku, and consensus set to meet Atiku. As part of the ongoing negotiation ahead of the 2023 presidential election, former Senate President Bukola Saraki on Monday in Abuja secured the buy-in of Taraba State Governor Dario Isaku, who described it as a golden initiative. This is after Saraki noted that without an earlier consensus, choosing a suitable presidential flag bearer may result in recalls in party as all aspirants are qualified. Speaking at the Taraba Governor Lodge in Abuja on Tuesday, the former Kwara State Governor affirmed that although the 7 presidential hopefuls have their ambition, they cannot lead the country at the same time. He said, yes, we all have our individual ambition. We are all eminently qualified to lead this country, but we all cannot lead the country at the same time. What is the importance now is to provide leadership and unity. Let's close ranks because of we all go to the primary. You know the problem that it will create, and we agree to work together and come up with a candidate. He referenced a previous meeting held last week, saying the aim is to forge a consensus as a way to bring unity into our party, because we said that PDP is the only alternative left for Nigerian, and to say that we are committed more to Nigerian to Nigerian than ourselves. Saraki noted that the consultation are far from over, as they are planned to meet former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, who declared his ambition to run for president last Wednesday. We intend to meet with Waziri Adamawa later today, Monday. We have met with the governors of Benue State. We will also meet with other governors, the governor from the south early next week, and some of other leaders in the country, he said. The governor, Isaku, said why we are coming earlier is because we want to ensure that you are part of the process. It is not being the president that matters. It is teamwork that we want to bring to this country to make a change from what leadership used to be, one person. The leadership we want to provide in 2023 is a leadership of unity, where we all play a role, because it's clear that the Nigerian is not what one person can do, and that starts now is the emergence of the candidate. In his part, the Taraba State Governor said they support the consensus move 100%, calling is a golden opportunity. Isaku said this is a wonderful golden initiative. PDP is known for being a family. We have shown Nigerians how to root and manage the affair, and I think we should still be the leader. I'm very happy with the visit. You have my 100% support. I'm sure my colleagues too, we gave you the same support, and any right-thinking person should be able to support this mission. We only have to produce one person. Let's work together, hold our hands together, and agree that this person should be our leader. Then we will all fall in line, salvage this country, and bring it back to what it used to be. On our business story this morning, Edo attract $531.2 million oil palm investment in 9 months, says government. The federal government has helped the Edo state government sustain collaboration and investment in the agricultural sector. This came after the state government said it attracted over $531 million in the last 9 months to the oil palm sector through the Edo State Oil Palm Program. The state coordinator for the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, Mr. Wellington Omaragbo, said this in an inauguration of Fohar Moshood Production Center at the launch of the 2022 farming season in Benin City. Omaragbo urged citizens to support the government's programs designed to accelerate food production process and marketing along the various agribusiness value chain. Meanwhile, in his speech, the Edo State Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Security, Mr. Stephen Idaire, also said the state has allocated over 62,000 acres to investors. Idaire also explained that the Godwin Obaseki-led administration has prioritized agriculture to ensure the realization of Making Edo Great Again agenda. So far, we have attracted investment valued at $531.2 million in 9 months to the oil palm sector. Also via the ESOP, it was created to bring opportunity to large, medium, and small-scale investors in the oil sector subsector with the goal of de-risking investment in agriculture. The program approach involves the use of roundtable for sustainable palm oil and free prior informed consent guidance to engage communities in land allocation. A total of 62,500 acres have been allocated to invest. The program is expected to create over 200,000 jobs across the value chain. We will add over 1 million naira matrix tons to local production of crude oil, palm oil by 2030, the commissioner added. He stated that the newly inaugurated production center will create 50 direct and indirect jobs and 200 indirect jobs. I think the proponent of this venture for commitment is to cause of support the government in wealth creation through innovative approach such as this. On our sports news this morning, partner Osimhen with Igalo, fans urge Iguafon. A section of fans in Abuja called for Victor Osimhen and Idio Igalo strike force when Nigeria clashed with Ghana in the second leg of the Qatar 2022 World Cup qualifier. Play-off at the 60,000 capacity Moshood Abiola National Stadium in Abuja on Tuesday today. Igalo, who returned to Ego after a 2 years hiatus, has impressed in training with fans clamoring for the striker to be paired along with Napoli frontman Osimhen, although there was no spark when both players started in the 1-1 draw against Cape Verde. And on Igalo's return to the squad last October, the fans are optimistic the duo are in top form and can weaken havoc on Ghana's defense. I want Iguafon to try both Osimhen and Igalo in attack because of their compatibility. Farouk Abdullahi Ramon added the way Osimhen was marked in first leg affected his play. If Igalo started along with him in Abuja, it would be defenders to hold both strikers down. I think if they focus more on Osimhen, Igalo will shine. If they hold both of them, then the wingers will shine. So I think it's a win-win with Osimhen. On our Earth News this morning, FG Up-Down Syndrome Diagnostic Center. Stay tuned to AYOGEN TV. We'll be right back. Welcome back, still on Breakfast News on AYOGEN TV. On our Earth News this morning, NGO urged FG to set up Down Syndrome Diagnostic Center. The federal government has been urged to set up Diagnostic Center for proper medical management of children with Down syndrome. The appeal was made by Mrs. Baora Riekere, convener of Grace One Prayer Support and Advocacy Initiative, a non-governmental organization that advocates for people with Down syndrome. She noted fires that are burned together. It was 45% contained on Monday afternoon, the agency said in a tweet. Fort Hood, a U.S. Army post, said, while extremely conditions continue, the fire currents pose no danger to any home structure or infrastructure. No firefighters have been injured. Fire crew continue to cut fire break around the fire to minimize the fire ability to spread. The state has been belarugged by wildfire in the past few weeks. This month, 726, wildfire 121 in the past 7 days have burned through 162,257 acres across the state, the Forest Service said in a new release on Monday. Critical dry vegetation is fueling the fires amid drought conditions, the agency said. Whether conditions could worsen the situation, there is a potential for large wildfire to occur today that may outpace firefighter suppression efforts in areas near Childress, Lookborg, Albelin, Minerwell, Brownwood, Mainland, San Angelo, Frankenburg, Del Rio, Lerod, and other places within the region. By Tuesday, according to the release, the potential for large wildfire will escalate as critical fire weather is expected to develop over large areas of the state west of the 1 to 35 corridor. The Carretsbank complex blazed like started with munition fires in a Fort Hood training area. Garrison Commander Colonel Kad Foster said at a new conference on Monday, all indicators point to smoke and fire and some mortar that may have caused the fire on the installation, he said. It's unusual for small arms to start fire, which generally are caused by bigger guns or tank or artillery system, Foster said, but extreme drought conditions led to something that normally we probably wouldn't have thought. Amanda Boston Lamont was helping in a fire move from equipment Sunday near Fort Hood and came across the Cotterburg complex fire, she said. The flames were 30 to 40 feet high, and there was a mixture of blacks and rust-colored smokes that covered the sun, making everything an hell color, Lamont said. You could feel the heat of it and the trees breaking and cracking and the fire roaring, Lamont said. The Esteland complex, a combination of 7 fires, has burned more than 54,000 acres, and it's 90% contained, according to the intelligence website in Cops, reports CNN. Finally, on our entertainment news this morning, sex for gig allegation. Singer Ruga DJ Dipu Nimpu clash over the prince. A disc jockey Rachel Oluwabukola Martins, known as DJ Dimple Nipo, and singer Michael Adebayo Olayinka Pole, known as Ruga, have been embroiled in a war of word over a sex for gig allegation involving Afropop singer Charles Enebele, also known as by his stage name The Prince. The female disc jockey had called out the prince, who is the founder and the CEO of Justin World, over a sex for gig allegation, saying the singer invited her to a hotel for a meeting. DJ Dimple Nepo, in a series of posts on her Instagram story on Monday, claimed that the record label boss blocked her on the platform after she declined to meet him in the hotel. She wrote, "So that house one celeb blocked me on IG because he asked me to come meet him at the hotel, George Ikoyi, for a meeting, and I said I can't come meet him there for a meeting, and 3 ways call would be better, and Oga blocked me on IG." This Nigerian celeb is saying they are lil as smokers crisis. I beg, tell me, how do you expect people to grow when you must get into their pants before you can help them? I hate social media drama and so much that it getting too much at this point. You messaged me on IG by yourself that you wanted promotion for your artist, and I was kind enough to reply you, and you asked for my WhatsApp number only for you to start asking me to come to the George Hotel for a meeting. Mister, how much do you even think you have? Like, who the are you? I pity a lot of young girls trying to grow in the ministry. Like why will you play with some that put food on my table? If you want anything else, you know what to do. Before we end our breakfast news this morning, here are the news headline once again. Welcome back, still on Breakfast News on AYOGEN TV. Here are the major headlines once again. On our local news this morning, Buhari government orders congratulate Tinubu at 70. Terrorist attack on Kaduna community, unacceptable Senator Uba Sani. On our political news this morning, 2023 presidency, Saraki Wos Isako on consensus set to meet Atiku. On our business story, Edo attracts $531.2 million oil palm investment in the 9 months, says government. On our sports story, partner Osimhen with Igalo fans urge Eguafon. On our health story, NGO urge FG to set up Down Syndrome Diagnosis Center in Nigeria. Finally, on our foreign news this morning, New Texas fire burned more than 33,000 acres. Finally, on entertainment news this morning, sex for kick allegation singer Ruga DJ Tempo Nepo clash over the Prince. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on our social media platform. Follow us on our Facebook page, AYOGEN Link. Follow us on our Instagram page and on our YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the alarm button so you can get notification of all our programs as we broadcast live from ancient city of Ondo Kingdom. This is AYOGEN.